You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Davids. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Yeah, bye. I see.
Nicely weighted ball. Stood up well to it there. Neymar unable to make it happen for a chance. Oh, easy pickings there.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Yeah, he's had it taken off him. Davids couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
He won't be happy with that one. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Now this could... It's Adriano! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Corinthians are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And the counter is on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from them.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Now it's Dani Olmo. Neymar. Nesta is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, it's Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, well played. And a chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Neymar! Lacking in accuracy. Nesta. And he's had it nicked away. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Gets a good foot in there. And here's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Gets us going once more. Brazil not having the rob of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Corinthians have got it back. And the shot! He's got a goal! They are playing them off the park. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Corinthians are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. It's Neymar! Brought out the best in the keeper.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Shows it. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what a mistake! Shoots! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Neymar goes short. Neymar takes a shot! The message is clear, none shall pass. Can he get away here? And here's Neymar. Lovely bit of skill. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Corinthians are having a ball here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted.
বলটা খরচ করে লাভ দইলে গীতা ঠিক আছে নি এটা নি খেলা দেখলে কোন জানা দেখ দেখ লাইভ দি
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Brazil.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So things are underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out across. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He has found the way through. Bullet! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram picks it up from the goal kick. Played down the flank. No, he's just misjudged that one. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Ronaldinho. Marcelo. Lovely bit of skill. Nice looking ball. Marcelo looking to receive it in space. Messi. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ambitious ball here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Marcelo. And it's Vieira. And it's Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great ball, and he's in here. And that is expertly dealt with.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Fernandez. Fernandez. Good driving run. Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's had a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kimmich calmly anticipates. Fernandez. Fernandez, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Marcelo. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Wan-Bissaka.
Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Pelé. Pelé ploughing through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just past the 40th minute mark. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, nice touch. Couldn't squeeze it through. Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Turan. Vieira. Now, he's got space here. Oh, important interception. Yamal. Messi. Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Fernandes. Pelé producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And he's cut it out. Fernandes. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Nicely weighted ball. And Messi! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Nesta can clear it away. Bonucci is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Brazil still chasing a one-goal... Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Towering header! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Brazil have the chance to go the other way.
The attendance for this match was...
Can he get onto this? Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Ronaldinho is eyeing up his options in the middle. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, good finish. Brazil are back in business. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chance! Goal! Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Brazil leading now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Real chance! Marcelo gets it clear. And here's Yamal. And it's Fernandez.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Manchester United have their third corner. And the shot! He's got it all! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Quite a game, this. All square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
This is it then, now or never. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Strong running down that left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ronaldinho.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Haaland going after that. David. I think they're done. They are done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Brazil certainly had some good moments, Peter.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is quite a scene here in this grand Coliseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. We're up and running then. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Kvaratskhelia is a player who can do some serious damage. He brings a lovely intensity to that left flank and thrives on getting into half spaces. I think his biggest strength is his footwork, his ability on the ball. He's just so skillful at going past defenders and getting good delivery into the box. This guy is really one to watch out for.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Self in space. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty.